We're going to jump right in it, baby. We don't only talk about good money. We don't talk about no bad money at the Stella Stock Report. We say it every week, baby. So here we go. I got 5 players for you this week. I got 5 of them for you this week.
Okay, let's break it down.
First one we're going to start. Glenville Jr. linebacker, Sincere Johnson, 6'3", 225 pounds. He got 20 offers. Some of his biggest offers, Florida State, Kentucky, Michigan State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Penn State. When you look at this kid, first thing to jump out is his size. Big, strong kid, all of 6'3", all of 225, 230 pounds. The second thing you see is how athletic he is, though. And not only is he an athlete for that size, he's fluid. You know how you see some kids that they're pretty big and they're running around, but it's clunky. It don't look smooth. It don't look fluid. When you watch this kid running around, he's fluid. Number one, good genes. His brother just signed last year to go play for Louisville, so he got good genes right there. Big physical athlete, so that's the number one thing that stand out. The one thing I like about this kid is his mindset, though. He's a grown man and how he played the game and how he approached the game. Last year, you seen him. He probably was about 6'3", 240, 245 pounds. And he can kind of see his recruitment moving to a place where he might have to go play edge. And you just look at his body this year. He working on his body. He determined. He focused. He done leaned out. He backed down to 225 pounds, which let me know he wants to be a linebacker at the next level. He know he got the talent. It's just about being focused and being determined, and you know what I mean, and being disciplined in his approach to the game so he can keep his weight at a certain weight and still be athletic as he is. So keep your eye out for this kid. This kid got the type of potential. He will be a consensus top 100 player. No matter what list you look on next year for the 2026 class, he's going to be top 100 in the country. He's going to be top 10 at his position. He's going to be top 5 in the state. But again, the thing I like about this kid, and I think the reason why more schools are starting to fall in love with him, and I wouldn't be surprised if he get into tier 5, which is later in I think probably next segment, I mean, not next segment, next episode next week, I'm going to have Coach Stella's tier breakdowns because I've been saying that every week. And for the kids at home so they can kind of understand what the tier breakdown is. I'm going to have my brother L put it up on the screen at some point so they can kind of see what I'm talking about. Right now, I think he's tier 4, but I think he's going to end up a tier 5 player, which pretty much he's going to start getting recruited by every program in the country. He's already kind of at that point right now. And I think the thing is his mindset. He's a grown man. He's a leader. He's determined and he's focused. Anytime you see a kid 15, 16 years old, disciplined enough to understand, okay, I need to get my weight in control, but not only understand it, go do something about it, stay disciplined to it. To me, that says a lot about the kid's character. So shout out to Sincere, man. Keep doing your thing at Glenville. Big-time player. Next player we got Maple Heights Jr., defensive back, Kendall Brown. Kendall, 5'11", 175 pounds. He got 6 offers: Akron, Bowling Green, Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Toledo, UNLV. When you watch Kendall play, super quick. Got good agility, you know what I mean? Offense and defense got good agility and got good acceleration. I don't know if he's a high 4.5, 4.4 guy, nothing like that, as far as top end speed, but he's probably a 4.5 guy. He could run for sure. He's not slow. It's his acceleration and his quickness that jumps off the screen when you watch him play. Got great ball skills. When you watch him play, the thing you will love, bro, is from a defensive back's perspective, he's willing to throw his face in the fan, meaning he's willing to hit anything. He's physical. He ain't like some defensive backs who kind of just want to be pretty. I'm just out here to play the ball. I'm trying to get picks. I'll dive at your leg. No, he trying to tackle you. He will throw his face in the fan, physical. I think at the next level, he could be a corner. He could be a nickel. He could be a free safety. He kind of got position flexibility. I can also see him being a punt returner. Right now, he play both ways. He play receiver on offense. He a threat on offense. Of course, in high school, I'm sure he's a big-time nightmare for defensive coordinators to try to cover when he's playing offense, but I think this kid is going to enter the next tier, you know what I mean, tier 4 here soon. And right now he got the 6 offers. I think with his junior film, which is your most important film, is your junior year, I think he's going to kind of take off in about January, February, when the college coaches start coming around after bowl games and bowl preparation. I can see this kid taking off. So shout out to Kendall Brown. And also, the point about Kendall Brown, his head coach, Shaq Washington. He got one of the best players ever come out of the state of Ohio that also went through the recruiting process. So he's going to have somebody that can help him out as far as the exact school, the perfect fit for him and get him in the right situation. Third player, we got Kent McKinley, Jr., wide receiver, DJ Britt. DJ, 6'1", 165 pounds. Right now, DJ don't have no offers. He only a junior. He getting a lot of interest from the MAC. I think if this kid has a big offseason as far as just getting bigger, stronger, faster. He's 6'1", 165. If he can get that up to 175, 180, run track or go to a speed trainer, just get faster. I'm not saying he's slow, but just get faster. I think this kid go to some camps, he can get some big time offers. When you watch him play, he look like a basketball player on grass. I'm sure he a basketball player. I bet he got a nice crossover. You know what I mean? I bet he got a nice crossover. When you watch him play, I can tell he got a nice crossover. When he running routes, he understands how to create separation. He got a good feel for the position. You know what I mean? He don't never look rushed. If he was a basketball player, he don't look like you can ever speed him up. He's that type of player, got a good feel for the position. He's really good on in-breaking routes. Digs, slants, anything over the middle, probably because he's playing with Cam Montgomery. We always talk about how good Cam is throwing the ball over the middle. Their game kind of matches in that way. And he also can, he could take the top off the defense and get deep balls over the top. So he's also really good at stepping on the defensive toes. That's how he creates separation. He knows when to break the route off, when not to break the route off, so he can create separation and be available for his quarterback. So this kid is only a junior. He's been making plays all year right now. I don't know how many touchdowns he got. I'm sure he probably got about 6, 7, or 8, somewhere around there. He make plays every week. So keep your eye on DJ Britt. If I was around him, I'd call him smooth. You know what I mean? When you watch him play, just real smooth. He never look rushed. He don't look like one of them players that's straining to run hard or play hard. You know what I mean? Some coaches may confuse it, don't think he playing hard. He just smooth. You know what I mean? So keep your eye on DJ Britt Jr. making plays right now. And hopefully we see them this week. Fourth player we got. We just talked about him in our Ellie House game of the week recap. Massillon senior running back Jameer Gamble. 5'10", 190 pounds. He got 6 offers. Central Michigan, Temple, and YSU are his 3 biggest offers. That may change here. Most of the time with seniors, they mostly locked in. The coaches, college coaches, are mostly locked in with their senior class. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, schools have 2, 3, 4, 5 slots available. And the way he playing, he can get a bigger school's attention and say, hey, I know we might have missed this kid in our junior evaluation period, but I like him. Because I talked about it earlier. He's playing the best ball of his career. Last 2 games, 446 rushing yards, 9 total touchdowns. Again, last 2 games, 446 rushing yards, 9 total touchdowns. So he's playing big-time ball right now. Good agility, good lateral movement. He got good speed once he get out in the open field. Nobody's catching him, so that lets me know he can run. The number one thing I love about this game is his contact balance. He don't go down easy, but when you hit him, it's kind of like Alvin Kamara as far as just his contact balance. Mm-hmm. As far as when you hit him, he don't never look like he's going to go down. If anything, he look like once you get hit is when he starts to run. You know what I mean? He absorbs it. He absorbs it great. He got strength in his lower body. He got great contact balance. You could tell he loves film. You could tell he loves the process of the game. You could tell he a gym rat type of kid. Every time he scored a touchdown, yeah, he did a celebration in the end zone, but he always rushed to the sideline. First thing he did was go sit by his coach, grab the iPad, and look at the film. That let me know a kid is focused. He loved the game. He loved the process. This my question, though. All night on Friday, I'm going up and down the sideline. All the kids are saying, teammates saying, he's the high school version of Ashton Genty. So keep an eye on that. I'm gonna have to keep a little bit more on that before I confirm or deny that. But that's what his teammates were saying. But also lets me know his teammates loves him. You know what I mean? He's a hard worker, and a lot of times, especially with high school kids, they don't always love their teammates' success. Mm-hmm. You could tell because it wasn't him doing the talking; it was all of his teammates on the sideline talking for him. So shout out to Jameer Campbell playing the best ball of his career right now. Keep doing your thing, Jameer. And our last player we got is Struthers, senior running back, Devin Bam Bam Brown. 5'10", 200 pounds. Right now he got 1 offer from Capital. He said he got some interest right now from Dayton, YSU, and a bunch of Division III schools. The end part, a bunch of Division III schools. That's let me know not only does he have a high football IQ, he's just a smart kid, period. Mm-hmm. A lot of kids frown upon on going to Division III. Number one, it's hard to get in Division III because you got to be a smart person first and foremost. And it's good football. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in the levels of the football. It's good football. But back to Devin. Devin is a big-time football player, if you ask me. He's a grown man, tough, high football IQ, throwback. He's physical. He's a good running back. He's a good linebacker. He can do kind of wherever you want him to do. I love his mindset. He's a football player. You can tell when he comes to the games, he came to the game to play football, to win, compete, and be there for his teammates. He ain't there for all the glitz and the glamour of the game, which I love. A lot of young kids fall in love with what the game can do for them and not fall in love with the game. When I introduced him, I said, Devin Bam Bam Brom. He said that's his football nickname. It's fitting.
For sure.
You feel me? It's fitting. So shout out to Devin and shout out to whoever gave you that nickname, Big Dog, because that's a fitting nickname. When I watch this kid, he reminds me of a kid named Cam Hollabaugh, coached at JFK. Not in play style, but just in the sense of how he's getting overlooked. Wherever this kid is going to go to school at, he's going to have a good career. I don't know what level he's going to go. You know what I mean? He's a senior, so sometimes I just talked about spots availability. It's hard to get in. Wherever he get in at, number one, he's going to be able to get in because he's a smart individual. He's a student first. And whatever team gets him is going to be great. He's the type of kid I would want to have on my team. But like Cam, when Cam was coming out, he was dominating football games in high school. It was just hard to get, the bigger schools to pull the trigger.
Right.
Look at Cam now. He had to go to Walsh. Nothing wrong with going to Walsh. Shout out to Walsh. Cam Conference Defensive Player of the Year last year in the conference. As a junior, playing this year as a senior and having another lights out, season. So that's what Devin reminds me of that. And the last thing I'll say about Devin, if Devin was 6'2", he'd be able to go anywhere he wanted to go in the country. I think he's that good. Only fact is he's 5'10", 200 pounds. He played Mike Backer. You know what I mean? So some people could look at his size and say he's too small. If he was 6'2", he'd be able to go anywhere he wanted to go in the country. So shout out to Bam Bam. Keep doing your thing. We rock what you hear at Between the Lines with Coach Stella, baby. And that's the Stella Stock Report for this week. We got Devin Bam Bam Brom, Jameer Gamble. Sorry about that, brother.
No, you good, bro.
DJ Britt from Camp McKinley, Maple Heights, Kendall Brown, and Glenville junior linebacker Sincere Johnson.
Indeed. And I was just going to add, I believe Bam Bam, this week he became Struther's all-time leading rusher.
Hey!
So congratulations. If that's what I read is correct, congratulations to Devin Brom.
Right.
But I did read somewhere that this week he ended up becoming the school all-time leading rusher over at Struthers High School.
Congratulations.
But that's this week's Stella Stock Report. Those are the players who've been making a name for themselves on the field and making a name for themselves in the recruiting landscape.
You know it, brother.
Coach.
Talk to me, baby.
We're going to go right into this week's Ellie House Game of the Week.
Mario Manningham, stay locked in Between the Lines with Coach Stella.